and welcome to the Cat Lady podcast. I am Andrea, also known as the Cat Lady. That's 2 T's, C-A-T-T. It stands for Craft All the Things. Welcome to episode 32 of the Cat Lady podcast. It's November 11th, 2015. I can't believe it's already November. It's like mid-November now. Thank you for joining me, and thank you especially to all the returning viewers, and welcome to all the new viewers. Hope you like what you see. You can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, Periscope, Twitter, blah, 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 blah. Just do a Google search for the Cat Lady with 2 T's and I'll come up. My Ravelry group is the Cat Lady Podcast, and come stop by to say hi, and I'll give a little shout out on the podcast. And let's see, this week we are and show notes will be on the blog, which is thecatlady.blogspot.com. Segments this week will be podcast news, knitting, crochet, hey, spinning, sewing, DIY, a stash, and weekend review. And most of the segments are pretty short this week, so it should be, I should breeze through a lot of it. I do have a lot of podcast news, so let's jump right in. I am actually in the basement with my cats. This is where I kind of plan to film the news, beginnings, intros, and then I will move back up to the craft space to talk about all the crafty things. So I don't think you can tell. There he is. There's Steve-O. Sadie's, of course, hiding. She's off in the distance like she usually is. But I open the window, and Devo's like, it's like a kitty magnet, so. Over. There we go. There he is. So anyways, on to podcast news. Do you want to come on my lap? Okay. No intros this week. So again, if you want to come say hi, feel free to pop in and say hello in the intros thread on the Ravelry group, and I will say hello back. We have a craft along going on. You coming? Come on. There we go. Get all kitty-fied. We have the CATT along going on, C-A-T, so anything that is animal themed is acceptable. This is in conjunction with the Canadian Knitter podcast. We do both have different rules. Originally I said things needed to be constructed between the dates of October 15th and December 15th. Sarah, the Canadian Knitter, I know is accepting works in progress, so anything, at this point I'm not going to change the rules because it's been a month and it is what it is. So if you have something new you're working on that has been constructed between October and December, and well, okay, I'm not going to be a stickler and really track you down. So, just keep that in mind. But feel free to enter it into the thread and then enter it into Sarah's thread, the Canadian Knitter podcast as well, to double dip. Sarah is offering up a skein of yarn and a real pretty sock pattern. And that might be it. Again, check her thread for what she's got going on, and keep on to my thread for what's going on over here. But for my prize, it'll be a project bag that I will sew up, and a $5 US credit, $5 US Ravelry credit for a pattern. So pretty much a pattern and a bag. So keep on going. We got another month to go for that. We have some really cute stuff that's been entered in already. Multiple entries are welcome. That's fine. So anything animal themed, so animal themed yarn, animal themed project, something for an animal. So come on in and join the craft along. I was hoping to make something myself to kind of go along too, and actually I will be. I need to make more Beans the Cats. Beans the cats. I have one of David's school teachers. I made her one a while back, and she wants a couple more to actually use as cat toys, so I need to construct them a little bit differently so that there's no whiskers hanging off, and because they fray real easily, so cats will destroy it. So it seems to be a theme that I've given these cats to some teachers and friends and stuff, and they turn into cat toys eventually if they're left out for the cats to get. So going to actually make a couple as cat toys for her, so I need to get onto that this week. But anyway, so I guess that'll be my contribution to the cat along. In other news, the 100 member giveaway winner has still not I've not heard from the giveaway winner. This is the second drawing that I've made. So the Needle Nook, if you are watching, please contact me so we can work out your prize. If not, on the week of the November 30th, so the end of the month, I will draw again. And we'll just keep drawing until someone decides they want to claim their prize. Exciting news this week. I got a coupon code from Sue at the Tangled Skein CA, and Sue is from the Two Tangled Skeins podcast, but she has a spin-off of her own Etsy shop, which is the Tangled Skein CA, which CA stands for Canada. She does project bags, she does stitch markers, and yeah, she's always working on new things to add to the shop as well. So she has a coupon code that is good until... Hi, magic of editing. So I stopped recording and I got a message from Sue regarding the coupon code, and it's completely changed now, so we're just gonna pop this in here with the new coupon code. So the coupon code is CATT15, C-A-T-T, lady 15, for 15% off in her Etsy store until December 11th with a $10 minimum purchase, which is pretty easy to make. So Cat Lady 15, 50% off till December 11th. But I'm going to start a thread. I will start a thread for coupon codes. I will put it in the thread. I will also list it in the show notes, of course. So yeah, go check out her store. She's got a lot of really neat bags, and her stitch markers are great. I've been using those frequently. So, and also she has a Ravelry group, and once she reaches 100 members in that Ravelry group, she's going to do a giveaway of a bag. So she's at 95. So please, if you have not hopped on over to the Tangled Skein CA, which again, I will link it in the show notes and everything. Please go over there and join her group. And once she hits, so we just need 5 more people and she'll do a giveaway, and then someone can win a bag. And hopefully that someone will be me, because I really want one of her bags. So they're really cool bags. It's a Japanese knot style bag. So it's like one long strap, one short strap, and you kind of tuck it in and pull it up, and it's just a neat little bag. So she's got really pretty fabric. So yes, I'm looking forward to her doing a giveaway so that I can potentially win a bag. Oh, just remembered something else for my stash that I didn't write down, so I'm going to write it down now. I won something in a giveaway, so. Okay, sorry. Where were my show notes? Panera this morning, can't make a bagel. So anyway, so that was coupon code. So if anyone has any coupon codes, if you have any Etsy store, I do have a self-promotion thread. If you have a podcast, if you have an Etsy store, if you have anything you want to share, please link it or go ahead and post it in the promotions thread. Actually, I should go through that thread and kind of tell everybody all about you. So maybe I'll do that, because I don't think there's that many in there yet. So I'll start promoting you some more. It would be a good start. But I also will set up a coupon code, an active coupon code thread. So if anyone has an Etsy shop they want to offer up coupons, please let me know, and I will put the word out. Another thing, podcast related, but not necessarily my podcast related, is the Canadian Knitter Podcast is hosting what she is calling Winter Camp 2016. So if you listen to Sarah, then you already know about this, but I figured I would do a quick mention and spread the word. She is doing this between January and March of next year, and basically it's like she themed it off, kind of hatched it off the idea of the Camp Loopy U, I think it is, which was a really cool summer camp that, you know, there was like teams and themes and all this stuff, like, but it was like you had to use their products, and it kind of got pricey, and the way it was set up was a bit pricey. So she wanted to do her own version of that that's more, you know, user-friendly, I guess, cost-effective. So basically it's going to start in January, go through March, and I think every month will be a theme. There's going to be groups sectioned off, you know, like camp leaders, which I volunteered to be a camp leader. I don't know if she needs me yet, so I guess it depends on how much interest there is, but so if not, I'm sure I'll definitely donate some prizes or something. I'll donate a bag or a credit or something. So, but go over to her thread. I will link her thread in my show notes, and sign up if you are at all interested. She just wants to know who's interested. It's not an obligation. You're not signing up for anything. Again, there's no fees or anything like the other camp that, you know, required you to, I think, reserve a spot and stuff. So she just wants to know how big this might be. So if you're interested at all, and again, it's like, if you know what the pigskin party is, which I'm not part of that, but you know, it's just this big giant knit along with points and, you know, just a way to kind of make your knitting a little more exciting. So, you know, you're working on something, you could, you know, get points for it and win prizes. And so, you know, I don't know all the details either, so she's still working all those out. But if it sounds like something fun that you might want to be a part of, just run over to her thread, say, hey, I'm in, and yeah, stay tuned. So another thing I'm working on for the podcast pretty much is I'm looking for things to maybe review and looking for things to give away. So again, if anyone ever has any, like if you have a shop that you want to donate something to give away, you know, bags, yarn, stitch markers, anything that you think might be fun to give away, patterns, if you're a pattern designer, I've had pattern giveaways before, let me know. I kind of actually ended up just reaching out to a few Etsy sellers that were local. I thought, you know, it'd be fun to support my local business. So I found someone that's literally like a couple miles away that does some gradient yarn, but it's very, very different. And I'm not going to go into all the details. I'll link her shop. You can take a look at it yourself. But she agreed to give me a skein of her yarn to test out. And I told her actually, originally she's like, oh sure, pick out a color and I'll send it to you. And I said, you know what, actually, if I could get a skein to test myself so that I could talk about it, and then get a skein to give away. And I said, I'd love to make you a bag in return, you know, so we're kind of doing a swap for one skein, and the other skein's kind of a donation to give away. So her name is Jazz Hands Fiber Fusion. She's on Etsy. She's located in Michigan, so that's really cool, and like literally like one city over. So we're gonna meet up, but it's very different. It's just very different. That's all I can say. It's like it's cotton. Number one, it's a cotton. It's four strands of cotton, but it's not plied. It's like just you like hold it together, but it's already wound in a cake in this 4-strand, and it's color changing, but I'm pretty sure it mentions that there's knots in it, so it's like, but she said that it's pretty easy to work it in, so it's sort of like probably like magic knot kind of style, or you could cut it and join it, but then I'm thinking that's a lot of ends to weave, so I don't know. But nothing but rave reviews from, you know, people that I've seen. She had a sample knit up on the Etsy page that's beautiful, and it's like this is like the perfect color changing experience that I wanted. I wanted this really just distinct gradient, and that's what this kind of is, and the color combinations are gorgeous. So I'm excited to get into that. So I need to get onto my sewing machine because I refuse to go to her without a bag, so I'm going to make a bag first. Probably talk to her about fabric and stuff, but then I'll meet with her, do the exchange, get more information, blah, blah, blah. And then I will do a very specific giveaway for her yarn, so it'll pretty much require you to go to her Etsy page and tell me what you like, what colors you like. And I haven't figured out I kind of asked if she would be willing to donate just viewer's choice, basically. So if you win, you can go to her shop and pick out a skein. I'll pick it up from her, and then I'll mail it to you because I don't want to have to put her out of any shipping fees either. So stay tuned for that. I'm really excited, and I'm hoping I hear back from a few others. Like I said, I kind of scoped out some local Etsy sellers that are either newer or just, you know, maybe interested in getting some publicity, advertising in exchange for some product. So yeah, that's it for podcast news. So I will stop and I will head upstairs and we will get into the crafting section of this show. And we are back into the messy craft space. My craft table is a disaster because I haven't been up here really. I've been all over the place. Well, yeah, my husband is like, I leave a trail of project bags, yarn, stuff everywhere. He's like, really? You just gotta stop. So then it all kind of piles up here and, you know, whatever. So on to knitting. So last week I forgot to mention something because I had cast it on, bound it off, and frogged it all on the same day. So I will briefly mention it because it was quite funny. Yeah, and it was the joke of the VKN last week, pretty much, because I sent a picture to Jen, my friend, the uncreative crafter, and I said, you know, this looks kind of Amish, and I'll post the picture. And she came back with, basically, you look like George Washington, because yes, it looks like one of those powdered wigs, you know. It was a disaster. So that was a finished object last week that was since frogged. I did wear it out, though. I wore it to the bus stop, and yeah, like, because I had just finished it when Emily had got off the bus. I'm like, well, we'll put it on, and I wore it, and I came home like, this is ridiculous. So I don't even think I'll tell you what the pattern is, because it does not do the pattern justice at all. So I'm on the search for a hat that's gonna like not squish my hair, and that's not gonna be a beanie, because I look really ridiculous in a beanie. So I really just need a slouchy hat that kind of, you know, goes across the crown of your head. So I keep the side swoop bang so it doesn't look like I'm bald. And, you know, because yeah, I mean, it's going to cover all my hair because my hair is short. So like, usually if I get like the one that kind of side swoops and hangs a little slouchy in the back, it looks okay. And I have one. It's pink. I like it, but I feel like I need a new one. It's, you know, that one's a couple years old and it's getting a little loose. I probably should throw it in the wash and see if that firms it up a little bit. It's acrylic, so. But I like the bulkiness. I think it needs to be bulky, because a slouch hat that's like fingering worsted, I feel like they look like just little limp noodles is what I think I described it as. Because it doesn't like, it's like a little pouch that just flips over. Kind of like sock head, just not for me. I mean, I've seen them on people. They look cute, but it just looks ridiculous on me. I got a big head too, so maybe that's part of it. So, slouchy, bulky. I still have and this was the yarn I was going to use. Yeah, this was the yarn that I used for the other hat. So I was debating on just using the same yarn. So it's the Woolies Thick and Quick. It's cream with like the gold sparkle in it. Which if I did do this would count towards the sparkle cal for the Bookish Stitcher, but I need a hat! It's getting cold. So, originally I bought that to make a cowl, an arm knit cowl, but I'm like, well, this would be pretty for a hat. So, I might just make the same pattern I made last time. Jen sent me another pattern that I kind of liked, so it was like, I think I have cables on it, so might try that one. I'm just a little nervous to try it again because of the utter failure I had last time. So, but anyways, that was something I forgot about last week. So I forgot about a lot of things last week. So works in progress. I don't have any. Okay, I do have finished objects, but we'll start with works in progress. So first off, in my little bag, my first ever project bag. Which the more I use this bag, the more I realize I really just don't have a use for a pocket in the middle, because I made there's a little zippered pocket in the middle. I'm just shoving everything on top of it and there's nothing in the pocket. So that just firms up my decision that I don't need pockets in my bags. I do actually would prefer like a little side pocket to stick a pattern, but other than that, center pocket, no. So these are holding my socks. These are my Knit Picks Felici in the Mosaic colorway. I'm doing 2 at a time. Toe up, magic loop. Size 00s. These are Chow Goos, and I'm pretty content with them. I haven't had any issues particularly. Last you saw, I was at this yellow stripe, which I have now completed a whole complete pattern, I guess color repeat. I am at this yellow stripe. And I have put in waste yarn for an afterthought heel. I have never done an afterthought heel before, so we'll see how that goes. So I'm just going to keep going until I feel like I need to stop, so I'll make sure I have enough. I think looking at my heels, which again I've never done a sock on 00s, but looking at the majority of my heels, let's look at the one I'm wearing. My heel takes up about two stripes. So, well, let's see. This took up one. Yeah, how about 2 stripes? 2 stripes of color. So, I I'll probably try to save like 3, just to be safe. And actually, yeah, I'm looking at my toe took 2 stripes, and they say it's about the same size as your toe. So I'll save 2.5 to 3 stripes of color left. So I'm interested in how tall these will be. Knit Picks is having a sale coming up soon, and Felici is rumored to be part of that sale, so I'm hoping to maybe pick up, if I do pick up some, maybe get 3 skeins? 3 or 4, and make a pair of tall socks. I'd really like that. And also, what I was thinking, I was watching a podcast, The Knitting Expat, with Nina, and she had put in a contrasting color heel for her striped socks. That would be something that I would ideally like to do, because then I could just do the standard, whatever standard heel I want. We'll see how the afterthought heel goes. Maybe I'll like it, but I'm a little nervous to do it for some reason. But if that worked, I could just do a Fish Lips Kiss or short row heel, whatever, in a different color, and then I won't be breaking up my stripes. That'll still maintain my stripes, and then the heels will be done, and I won't have to worry about running out of yarn. So, which I could still do an afterthought heel in a contrasting color, but I don't have a contrasting color right now, so that's not really an option. So, but those are my mosaic socks. Like I said, Knit Picks Felici 00 68 stitches is what I went with. I think that's going to be okay. And yeah, that's it for that. And in my big old giant bag from Joann's is my garter squish. Last time I talked, I don't think I was on the orange yet, which I haven't made it very far. I was probably like, yeah, I think I did like 1 more row of purple. Started the orange, got like 6 rows of orange. I've only picked it up like once. But it is pretty squishy, and I will enjoy this when it's finished. So I think I'm just going to probably buy a couple skeins of white and just carry the white throughout, I think is the plan. And hopefully I'll have enough of the colors. If not, I'll just get some more colors. So, and I just kind of randomly picked the next color. And I got another purple, so I might repeat some colors. I don't know if I haven't decided if I want the stripes to be equal sized. Maybe. I don't know. I don't really know what I'm doing. I didn't really have a plan. I don't really want to, probably, because at this point, I don't want I have like a whole skein of the orange, so I don't really want to make a giant orange piece. But maybe I'll make it like a couple of rows bigger, and then make the next row, the next chunk. Like I'll just vary the stripes a little. Maybe. I don't know. Any thoughts? Should I make them the same size? I don't know. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ridges in the purple. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, yeah. So, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4 ridges in the orange. So do I just do them all 8 ridges and then keep going and then repeat colors as I have the material to do so? Maybe you will. I don't know. Maybe I'll look at the project page again. But I plan on holding the white throughout, I think. I don't know. I thought about changing the black too at one point, so I don't know. But that's by Stephen West, free pattern on Ravelry. And I should mark it. I should put a progress keeper. I need more progress keepers. I don't have many. I probably have like 2 or 3. And I haven't even used those, so. Next up is my sock yarn blanket, and this is in my Stitch Together 4G bag by Amanda, Little Panda 518 on Ravelry. So this was a nice little bag she sent me, and she sent me the needles, the 00s. And I've put on a few squares. Of course, I'm halfway through a square too. So last I showed off this blanket, I had done the gummy bear square. And yeah, that's what we're doing. So now I've added, and all these squares that I have since added are from Jen, the Uncreative Crafter, and I've decided from here on out I will probably just do them all together. So, you know, get a bag from somebody, I'll do those all together just because it's easier for me to keep track of, and it's just, and then I have all my minis in my big bag, and I've just transferred them into this little bag as like my carry-along bag instead of, I don't really need to bring 100 minis if I'm only working on, you know, 2 or 3. So anyways, this was the Fiber Stash in the Frankenstein color. It's got a little sparkle in it. I don't know if you can see it. This one's turned out really good. This one is a Noro. It's a little bit thinner than the rest. You can kind of see through it, but that's okay. This one was Unknown. And this one was a... I didn't write it down. Dream in Color Smushy, I think. And of course it's on my phone, which... Oh, you know what? I have it. Dream in Color Smushy, Blue Lagoon. And this is the one I was working on at karate yesterday, so it's a real pretty color though. But it's coming along. Not too bad. Don't want to lose stitches, but yeah, so this is the rest of the, just plugging away. Oh, and yep, dropping the stitch. Okay. Now I'm doing these on size US 2 needles, double points, because that's all I got. And honestly, it works. I mean, they're easy to kind of keep in this little DPN cozy. And then I have, yeah, I still have 1, 2, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 left from Jen, I think, to put in there. So, and then I'll grab the next batch. Ideally, I was trying to do a square day, but that didn't work out so well. So, I just pick it up when I can. And then my finished objects, I did for the craft show. Another one of these, which is the same color as the last one. Kind of the Christmassy candy cane colored arm knit cowl, which I still want to make the small one with the leftovers. Still gotta weave in the ends. And then I made a small one, so it was child size pretty much. Out of the purple, then I made a big one. So, Emily sized, which I need to get a picture of her in it because I think she looks cute. And I gotta do something with the ends. I might just clip them. I like this one. This one kind of got weird, so I ended up just clipping the ends here. And I mean, it's in the back. It's along your neck. It's actually kind of nice as just a little drapey cowl too. But finished those. I got the small one to make with the red and the white. And I think that's all I got for. Do I have any more? Oh, no, I didn't because I was going to use this, but I might still just go ahead and use this for that instead of a hat, and then maybe pick out my own something else for a hat. So, because I still need stuff for this craft show, darn it. And I still got to make my ruffle scarves for the craft show. Yeah, this craft show is just like hodgepodge. So that's it for knitting. On to crochet. Wow, I crocheted this week. Woo! Craft show. The more I work on this craft show stuff, the more I'm not excited about this craft show. Because I didn't have a lot of notice. I mean, like, when did I really start? You know, I think it was like September, October was kind of like, yeah, I think I went to the show with my mom in September and she mentioned one in December. I'm like, and I had the grand idea saying, oh, well, maybe we can split a booth. Now that I'm like just under pressure to get things done, because I didn't have anything to sell at that when I made that comment. So then I'm like, oh, I gotta make things to like sell, and they gotta be things that can be made up quick. You know, I can't like spend a week making one thing. So I started to crochet some dishcloth. So originally, which after a small poll in the VCAN chat group, whatever, you know, it was mentioned that maybe the washcloths would, like the square ones, would sell better, but this is like I can get one done a day if I'm lucky. And it does hurt my hands and my wrists and my elbows when working with the cotton. So I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the squares. So I would like to make a few more squares. I don't know if I need to set it up into like little sets, like get some soap to put with it. So I don't know yet. I have 2 of these little guys. See, these are things I already showed off too. So look back in previous episodes if you want to see what patterns and stuff these are. Or my project page too. My Ravelry page has all this. So I should maybe make more of these. These were pretty easy, and using the scraps. So I will probably make more of these little small ones. Those are knit. So on to the crochet. So yeah, I can make a lot more crochet. So when I say I had 7 of those, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And these were all made within the week. So I made 5 in one day at one point. So I've been approximating 1 to 2 a day. So, but I got some Christmassy colors. So I got a couple green and half of them need the ends woven in. I got 2 reds. I've been trying to make 2 of each. That's about all. I think that's about what I can get out of a little skein. Got a purple. I don't know why I didn't make another purple. Got 2 of this pretty kind of variegated. These ones are cool too. These were like an ombre. So 2 of those. And then 2 of these bright yellows. And no real pattern. I just double crocheted around, doing, you know, increases. Like all doubles, then double 1, double 2, double 3, double 4. Like 1 double, 4 singles, 1 double, 4 singles around. And then a shell border to make it look kind of like a little flower. And I was considering maybe making some smaller ones of these. Like again with the scraps. Maybe I should, I don't know, maybe I should do smaller of these because again they'll be faster instead of these and just keep these for myself. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'm not going to just put 2 of those in there. So maybe these will, and they're awful flimsy. So maybe I'll just keep those for myself. And make some smaller ones of these, which, oh, I forgot. I made one for Emily and it was actually cute. It was a pink, the bright pink center with then the shell. No. Green with pink? Pink with green. No, pink with green shell around the edge. But I'm thinking for the small ones, maybe just make a small circle. Make it just a small circle scrubby, like face pad. Because, I mean, that would be so quick if I didn't put the shell border, but I don't know, is the shell border necessary? Not everyone likes frilly, so maybe just a simple circle. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4 rows. A 4-row circle. And then I was thinking maybe making some scrubs or something, or again, like getting some soaps, making it into a little set, and then I gotta figure out what I'd sell it for. I don't know. So, but I crocheted and I got that pattern down pat now, so I did contemplate crocheting a square cloth, but I looked at the pattern and I'm like, just I don't want to have to, because then I need a bulk. I don't want to just have like 2 of one pattern. I have to go with it. So I kind of went with that, so we're just gonna go with it. And I probably should get a few more squares in there and maybe make up kits with those. So make up some kits with the squares. Keep the big ones as singles. Maybe make some small ones. Make some kits with the small ones. I don't know. I've never done a craft show before. I don't even know what the crowd's going to be like. I have no idea what to expect. Ideally, if I sell a couple cowls and make the cost of the booth fee and the yarn. I mean, a lot of this yarn I kind of had lying around anyways, so I'm kind of stash busting a little bit. It's like some of the cotton and some of the cowl yarn. I did buy some extras too, but sorry, my glasses are kind of dirty. So I don't know. It's all very new territory, and I don't like it right now because I didn't give myself enough time. And I was gonna make project bags. See how that's going, eh? So let's segue into sewing. I did open my new sewing machine. It's right here. See if I can turn the camera a little bit and show that. There she is. Pretty nice. I like it. It's kind of computerized. It's got a self-threader kind of dealing, which is cool. It took me probably a good half an hour to get the bobbin wound and get it threaded because it's just different than my old machine. It's similar but different, and things weren't quite doing what they were supposed to do, and yeah. So, but I got it, and then I sewed up. I had a few already cut out bags that I sewed the seams. So now they need to be ironed before I can move on to the next step. So that's why. Did I actually? I didn't sew that one yet. So I sewed up 3 of them. So there's nothing to see, just some inside out fabric. So I want to make at least a dozen bags for the show, I think. That's probably not enough, but like I said, I don't know what to do. But I'm just going to use up some of the stash fabric I got, make up a bunch of bags, and then I can use them for giveaways. I can use them for anything. Swaps, whatever. So, but I'm making the drawstring style, like, pouch. So it's kind of not the flat bottom. So I don't know. Maybe I should make flat bottom ones, because is that going to be really... I don't know. I feel like they're more unisex, more multifunctional, you know, just a nice little pouch. I like it. I have my candy corn one I use for knitting projects. It works just fine. I don't have any really need for it to be a box bottom for that, for holding a sock project or anything, and they're pretty roomy. So I'll just go with it. It's easier for me to make right now. I think it'll be fine for the craft show. And hey, if I offer them for giveaways and swaps, then they're freebies. So no one's going to say, oh, I don't want that. So in my sewing machine cover fits on this one too, so that's cool. So that was sewing. I sewed. Turn this back. On to spinning. I spun. I am currently out of the orange and into the brown. So kind of the rusty orange brown. I still have all this left, so you know, it's slow, it's very slow going. But again, I haven't been sitting down for more than 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there. I did spend like a half an hour to an hour what's it, last weekend? I don't remember. But so this is the Fiber Optics braid in the steampunk colorway. So yep, I've been pulling off chunks, and then I kind of mark where my end is just to be sure I'm grabbing. I end up drafting out a piece, spinning it, drafting out a piece, spinning it, you know. So so I'm getting there. At least I'm onto a different color, sort of. It's still orangey, but it's like an orangey brown. So, and then we'll get into the real brown. So I'm hoping this craft show stuff, that's what's been all I've been doing, is sitting down and crocheting a dishcloth, crochet a dishcloth, crochet a dishcloth, make a cowl, crochet a dishcloth. So I haven't done anything else. So, oh, I forgot to show off these ones. This one. So here was another finished one. So again, Christmassy colored. Kind of a cool looking one. So where's my pile of there? So work in progress. Started the last one, another one yesterday. So, but yeah, I was thinking, you know, let's see, maybe 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 4. Maybe the size for just a little pad, like maybe a little face scrubby. Put in some salt, some sugar scrub or something. I don't know, or a cute little bar of soap. I don't know. And this has all been using the Sugar and Cream Lily cotton, using a size H hook, which is I think recommended hook size on the cotton. And it makes it's making a pretty dense. It's not super floppy like this. So, and these have been in my Hello Kitty bag. Okay, so that was that. Oh, I forgot some stuff. So I will talk about stash real quick, and then I'll pause it and go down to get some my DIY. So stash, I forgot last week that this kind of fell into my cart at the grocery store. I go shopping at Meijer. They have a small selection of yarn that sometimes falls in my cart. But I did my handbrake cowl out of this stuff. It's Iron Brand Landscapes. I think this one was the Tropics colorway, and I really like how it turned out. It is a little dark, and it's hard to see the pattern a little bit, but when I show it on the camera, you can actually see it pretty well. But I love this cowl. It's comfortable and it's pretty. I just like it, and I like those colors. So I thought, well, maybe I'll make another handbrake with this one. So this is the Lion Brand Landscapes in the Desert Spring. So, and it took me a skein and a quarter to do that one, so I will I'll follow the same formula. Then after I frogged my Viajantia, I realized I probably don't have enough yarn for it anyways. Like, I looked at the yardage again. I'm like, oh, I probably need 3 skeins, and I only had 2. So I sauntered into Michael's with my 40% off coupon and managed to find one in the same dye lot. Last one, there was only like 3 skeins left of this color, and one happened to be in the same dye lot, so that was good. I don't think it would have made a big difference anyways, but it's always nice to have the same dye lot, so got another skein of the wool-like loops and threads. It's acrylic yarn, but it's very soft. Acrylic nylon. Okay, so yeah. I wonder if you could use this for socks, since it's got nylon in it. I don't know. Be interested to try that. So, and then I won in the Facebook Knit and Chat. They always have these spin-off events for sock knitting. So for October socks, it was Socktober. It was finish up whatever socks you're working on, any pattern, any whatever. Work in progress counts, you know. So I had my gummy bear socks that I had started. Hey, did I say it right? Gummy bear? I did. So I finished up my gummy bear socks in October. I posted them in the link and I won. So there were 3 winners, and I won this skein from Fiber Attic Designs. And her website is fiberaddictdesigns.etsy.com. And it is this ridiculously bright, intense iris. It's a superwash merino nylon, 100 grams, 460 yards, fingering. So merino nylon, these might be socks. They're pretty obnoxious. So I have a feeling I would probably want them for socks and not anything else, because I don't think I'd wear this. But I would wear them on my feet because I like bright colors on my feet. So yeah, this was cool. Free yarn. So that was my stash. Okay, now I will take a quick studio break and get my DIY stuff. Okay, DIY. It's kind of just crafty stuff, so I'm just kind of putting it under the DIY. I finally decided I should work on my DIY advent calendars using K-Cups. I mentioned this probably like towards the beginning of when I started my podcast, that I was going to do these DIY advent calendars. You know, I was like, oh, I got all summer, I should start because, you know, we'll get things done on time, right? So then hubby's like, hey, are we just going to get those little cheapy advent calendars with the chocolates in it? And I was like, no, I'm going to make them, remember, with the K-Cups and blah, blah, blah. And the tutorial I saw, they were shaped in Christmas trees and they were cute. I liked the Christmas tree ones again, and I was kind of laying out the K-Cups. I'm like, I don't really like it that much. So, they'll be rectangle. And I think, because I did a Google search for K-Cup advent calendars and saw some rectangular shaped ones using frames and whatever. Well, I don't mind using the cardboard like the tree one would, instead of going out and buying frames. But I kind of liked the look of the rectangle. So this is actually pieces of my sewing machine box. So I'm going to wrap these in Christmas paper, which I have some. I didn't want to drag that upstairs. So I got 4 of them, because there's 4 of us. And then I have my K-Cups, which I have more. This is only enough probably for 1.5, so I need 24 K-Cups per calendar. So I have more than enough. So there's my cups. I printed out all my numbers. Just found somebody that had advent calendar printouts, so cut them all out. Set of 4 each. That will go on to this. So the plan is, cups are going to go here, so it's going to be 3 across all the way down, and then I have enough room to put our name on it, so I can either cut out some letters or get a printout with our name. And I'd like to make these so they're reusable, Not that they're gonna be a pain to store, but we'll worry about that later. So gonna glue all the cups on. We're going to, and actually, yeah, I probably should glue them on first, I'm thinking, because originally I was going to fill them, then glue them, but I should make sure I put them on and I'm able to reuse them. So, but I'm going to cover it with a piece of tissue paper, rubber band it, glue the number on it, and then ideally, like I said, I'd like to reuse it. Ideally, I'd like to take off the rubber band, take off the piece of paper, and then have a plastic bag on the back to store it so that I can just refill it and reuse it. If not, then I'll have to cut out numbers and do the tissue paper, which wouldn't be the end of the world either. But we'll put, I was hoping to put something we're thankful for in there. Like the tutorial I did see, they just glued a little circle at the bottom of the K-cup, so you look in there and think, I'm thankful for my family. But I don't know, then it's like year by year. I mean, most of it's going to be generally the same, but when they're 10 years old, if we're still using these, of course, which would be my plan, they're not going to be thankful for Beanie Boos anymore, you know, or they're going to be thankful for different things. So it's like those should be able to be swapped out too. So maybe it just needs to be a little folded piece of paper that they pull out. I'm thankful for Legos. And I wanted them to pick their own things. So, you know, all four of us will have our different things we're thankful for. Of course, a lot of them will be the same, but... And then maybe the kids can actually fill the cups. And then I was going to get little Hershey's Kisses or something to put in there. Some sort of piece of chocolate. And Jim's like, well, they're not going to be the fun shapes that the other calendars have. Because they always have, like, the little... They're Disney themed or they're just the Christmas theme. It's like... Really? Come on. So I said, and he's like, well, you're never going to get it done either. My husband loves me, but he's not very encouraging sometimes. Which is understandable, so, with my crafts especially. I said, okay, give me until next Monday. So, whatever, the 16th or whatever. Is it the 16th? Yeah, whatever the next Monday is. I said, give me a week. If I have nothing accomplished, then we can buy the regular advent calendars. So, I will... have this done by next time I record, or else I'm stuck with little chintzy fake chocolate advent calendars. So I really want to get this done. So I have to go buy tissue paper and rubber bands. So I thought I can secure them, and candy. So that was my plan. After I record, I will probably just run into Walgreens and see what I get. So I'm excited for that. I think those will be fun. And then I'll, you know, get a ribbon to hang it, and maybe I can get some of those command hooks and I can hang them on the wall. Be a little Christmas decoration. So, actually I should put that on my list, which my list is on my phone, so I'll probably forget. So that was DIY. So we can review. Not much through the week. I recorded on Tuesday, I think. I don't remember anymore. I don't remember what I'm recording anymore. I liked recording every Monday. That was nice. It was nice to have a designated day, but now that just everything's everywhere. And I feel like I just... can't find a good groove on it as another day. Maybe Wednesday should be the day, but next Wednesday I'm getting my hair cut, so it's not going to be next Wednesday. So I'm probably going to have to do it Tuesday. So guess who's home on Tuesday? Everyone's favorite little sidekick, David. So we had karate, we had whatever, blah, blah, blah. Saturday we took Emily, I dropped Emily off to the birthday party. This is the first time she's attended a birthday party by herself, so that was kind of cool. It was literally across the street, like down a little bit and across the street. So it's like I had no, because I'm super paranoid mom too. So if I actually had to drive her to someone's house, I'd probably be more inclined to stay. But since it was like I could see their house from my house, I just left. Just figured I'd leave her there. And I've conversed with the mom at the bus stop, so it's not like. Because, I mean, I had a birthday party for Emily at Joanne Fabrics, and there was a couple parents that just left their kids. And it's like, we've never met before, so I don't know if I'd really want you leaving. I don't know if I'd want to leave my kid with someone I've never met, so. But she had fun. It was shark themed. She came home with some really cool little party favors, like a little shark fin that she wore on her back, and little finger puppet shark. So it was fun, and after that we went to the library. It was supposed to be a Lego event, but it just wasn't very good. So they just ended up playing the toys, playing with the iPads they had there and stuff. So, it was fun. And then we went to dinner. came back, I think, watched little cartoons and went to bed. So it's a pretty nice Saturday, actually. And then Sunday, we went grocery shopping. We all came home and took a nap, which was nice. And then we went out to dinner again, even though we just went grocery shopping. But I had a coupon for the Rainforest Cafe. The only Rainforest Cafe in Michigan is at the mall near our house. And I've signed up for their little perks club like 5 years ago or something. And every year now, well, it like switched over. It was a Rainforest only card, but then it turned into like the restaurant group, which is Landry's card. And then so they stopped doing like the whatever discount they did, and now they just send me a $25 coupon for my birthday, which is kind of nice. So we pretty much got half off our bill. So we went and had dinner, so that was nice. And we were saying that was our last hurrah, because we're going to start eating better, I'm going to start cooking more. Yeah, we went out. I brought home pizza last night, so that didn't go so well. It's just so hard. I was like, it was late. We had gotten home from karate. It was dark already. It was rainy all day yesterday. It was like, I'm like, oh, I'm making bean tacos, and I kind of joked. My hubby's like, should I get some chips? Maybe we can make nachos. I was like, well, okay, that'd be fine. Pick up chips and bring home pizza while you're at it. He's like, oh, you want to do pizza? I'm like, yeah. He's like, go get pizza. So I went and got pizza. So yeah, so that was our weekend. Monday, Emily had conferences, and she passed with flying colors. She's bright, she's smart, she's wonderful, and sunshine and roses. And I said, she's not like that at home. And the teacher's like, oh, I have one of those too. So the teacher's daughter is very stubborn and, excellent in public and school, whatever, but a beast at home. So we had a good talk about that and what I need to do to try help, because Emily is very like, hey, let's write some letters and read some books, and Emily's like, no, not right now. So as far as like getting her to do homework, we haven't had a lot of homework, but it's like you gotta just tread lightly and keep it real fun, unless she doesn't want to do it. So, but so far so good. David's story of the week. So everyone really enjoyed the pulling down of the pants last week. So there's this week's story. So one day, it was the day I was leaving for conferences, I said, hey honey, can you get the kids into the bath? I gotta get ready to go. So bath time is always kind of chaotic. Both kids will run around naked, blah, 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 get in their pajamas. All of a sudden, David just runs over to the bathtub, pees in the bathtub. And once again, Jim was present for this. I was not. I was busy trying to put away the laundry and whatever. So he starts to pee in the bathroom, and Jim's like, I couldn't stop him midstream, because that'd be too much of a mess. So he does his thing, and then, of course, Jim's like, okay, well, you're not taking a bath. So we punished him by taking away the bath. So Emily got to take a bath. We threw David in the shower. But that came out of nowhere, and he just peed in the bathtub. I don't know what's wrong with this kid. So yeah, that was that. Last thing I wanted to talk about was some new to me podcasts, or not new podcasts by any stretch, but they're new to me. The ones I've been adding to my rotation. I've been listening to them, and then if you watch Mina, I'm going to mention Mina again, from the Knitting Expat. She was mentioning this week that she's been listening to podcasts at 1.5 speed. So like 150% speed sped up, which I've been doing that for the last 2 weeks. So I thought it was funny that she mentioned that, because like that's been amazing, because including Mina's, who's long, like an hour plus, a lot of the ones I watch are an hour plus. So including myself, which I don't think I will be today, but they tend to draw out. So I just can't watch that many. And there's so many podcasts, and I have like there's my list of must watch. And those are the ones that, I chat with all the time and I'm friends with. So those are on my list of I must watch. Then, I slowly add in others as I can. Some of them are bi-weekly, which helps. Some of them are like Dairyland Knits is only once a month. So that's nice. So the two that I've added in this week are Andre Sue Knits, which she's got a very nice podcast. And as far as like everything, it's just the production of it is gorgeous. I need to talk to her and see how she records, how she sets up, because it just looks beautiful. And she did an interview the other day with a store, called Yarn Culture, I think, which was really cool. I was like, oh, that'd be fun. I should try to interview, kind of connect with local stores and see if I can do little shop interviews, because that would be fun. But everything was just it's just so well done. And she does spinning and knitting, and I think she designs patterns. I want to say I have one of her patterns that I was going to try out one time, but and then the other one is 90% knitting, which is with Fiber Nymph, and I'll link all these in the show notes. I'm wondering if I should start doing show notes just straight in the Ravelry as well as the blog, or just cut out the blog. I don't know. Like, is a blog really drawing in people? I really don't know. But anyways, that was a tangent. So 90% knitting. Fiber Nymph. She is a professional yarn dyer, indie dyer. Fiber. I don't know if she dyes fiber too, or just yarn, but she's on Etsy, and I did a postcard swap with her, unbeknownst that she was a podcaster, blah, 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 blah. But anyways, so yeah, she's been fun to listen to. So those are the 2 new podcasts on my radar that I will add to my podcast list. And keep listening at 1.5% speed, or 1.5 times speed, which, cuts down a good, 20 minutes out of an hour long podcast. So I've been able to catch up. I think I'm pretty much caught up with my podcast this week, and it's only Wednesday. So yay! Just in time for another round to hit next weekend. So that's it. This weekend we are going to the in-laws' cottage. I think they offered to watch the kids while we go see a play, which I'm not sure what I think about it. It's at a community play, community theater, and it's Ghost, as in, Patrick Swayze, Demi Moore, Ghost, the musical. Not sure what to think about that. But it'll be a nice night out, and we'll go out to dinner, blah, blah, blah. So, and then Sunday, we're going to celebrate my niece's birthday. She's 17. It's my sister-in-law's husband's kids from a previous marriage. So, yeah, that should be fun. I haven't seen them in a while, so. It's already midweek, so I don't know. I just got to keep on plugging out these dishcloths and figure out what else I'm going to do for this craft show and get her done. See you next time.